Sit Coach Byrd down now to talk about a team he's very familiar with, his own program at Belmont. And you've never really admitted to me to having a whole lot of fun in the month of March when you're out there coaching. Was this month any different in that regard?
Well, there were some fun moments. I'm telling you, the 3 days between finding out that we're going to the tournament and getting our first tournament win against Temple, those are hard to beat.
Very quick 48 hours, but very fulfilling, I'm sure. And the last question really to be asked about your program was what it would mean to get that first NCAA tournament win. It's not going to be asked anymore because you've done it. How good did that feel against Temple?
Well, you know, it felt great, but immediately it's just about that current team and what they accomplished. And then later on you can think about all this. You never won a tournament game and that sort of thing. But you're always thinking about your current team, and there's never been a better locker room than that one.
Did it mean anything more that it came by getting an at-large bid, and then when you beat a team like Temple, you essentially proved the committee right about how they felt about this team and your program?
I think there's a lot of truth to that. I sure felt pressure to not only the committee's decision, trying to uphold that, but all the folks that all week long said Belmont deserves to be in. But I do think that it's helpful that we went in and got that win.
Are you ready to talk about next season yet? You've had a week
Come
now.
on.
Well, you've got a loaded team coming back with youngsters, guys who played important roles this year, but not necessarily leadership roles. How strong do you think the Bruins team coming back can be?
They're definitely going to have to continue to improve. It was either Dylan or Kevin most of the year, but that's the way our program's been. Guys have just stepped into roles that they weren't. Dylan didn't start as a freshman, didn't average many points. I think he shot below 30% from the three-point line, and look what he became. So those guys are going to do the same thing.
You've also joked with me, I think every year since I've known you, that you might just retire in the summer and go play golf and tennis. What's the process like for you at this point to sit back and think about what the plan is moving forward?
I've told you probably every day in February and March that I
That's true retire.
Too. I've said for several years it's a year-to-year proposition. There's so many pluses to continuing to coach. And I've said all along, I'm going to have some healthy years of retirement. And trying to measure those things aren't easy. You hate leaving kids that you've recruited and you want to coach, but that would be the case any year that you decided to retire. So we'll come up with something here in a few days.
So what's on the docket tomorrow morning? Is it tennis or golf?
I'm gonna have a team meeting in the morning. We hadn't got together since it's been over. So and golf courses are often closed on Monday, so probably have to be Tuesday before I can get out there.
Well, that team meeting should be awful fun. Congratulations on a great year, Coach.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.